This may be what you think Hong Kong is, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Tell me this isn't way cool. Well, we're gonna take a walk through the park, and then we're heading over to the tram to go up to the top of the peak. Hong Kong Park, covering nearly 20 acres in central Hong Kong, is known for its beautiful water features, including a waterfall, a man-made lake, and various fountains. Originally a garrison named Victoria Barracks, the park has preserved a number of garrison buildings built between 1842 and 1910.
This is the old colonial style building. When Hong Kong was first managed by the Brits, they built in the traditional British colonial style. This is one of those buildings.
Well, we've come here to the tram to take you to the top of the hill. There's only one problem. It's about, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2-hour wait. We love this place, but we're not waiting that long. Ever vigilant, Maggie has decided we need to get to the top of the peak, but since we've already taken the tram, here comes the tram. We're going to take this down now. You have to know that this thing goes down at like this kind of steep angle. It's kind of scary. See you later. The Peak Tram is an unforgettable experience. One of the world's oldest and most famous railways, the tram rises to about 1,300 feet above sea level. It's so steep that the buildings you pass look like they're leaning on a gradient between 4 to 27 degrees. She's improvising a little, and we're taking a cab. That way we get to see the view, but we skip the wait online for the tram. We'll be showing you that view very soon. Victoria Peak, known simply as the Peak, is one of Hong Kong's most popular attractions. A mountain rising over 1,700 feet to the summit offers spectacular views over central Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, you see an amazing mixture of old architecture next to ultra-modern. And the varied forms of transportation, while convenient and affordable, do have their drawbacks. Not exactly designed for 6'2" Americans. Have you ever wondered, where does all that shark fin soup come from? That's where. We're heading into the bird sanctuary. I think you can hear. Hello. So let's go take a look at the birds. The Yanpo Bird Market is the favored gathering place of Hong Kong's songbird owners who carry their beloved pets around in intricately carved cages.
Hello.
All manners of beautiful birds could be seen here, as well as a huge selection of traditional bird-keeping paraphernalia. Should I mention they have a lot of footbridges here? They walk everywhere. Everything's interconnected. Bridges to everything. You never have to touch the ground. Still walking, still on the footbridge. And as you can see, they go on for miles and miles and miles. Well, we're back in another walkway because we do a lot of walkways here. But this one's leading to the subway. Wait until you see the subways. Now, one of the most amazing things about the subway here is I want you to listen and see if you can hear a train. You can't. It's amazing. The other thing is, look at this. Oh, hard to see, huh? They tell you when the train's coming and how many minutes to wait. That noise you don't hear, that's the subway. The trains are really, really long. Something I found out the hard way. No tiki, no Libby. See that? Slammed into that the first time, didn't know you needed a ticket. Poor Maggie almost cut herself in half trying to do it. You know, one of the best things of traveling with Maggie here is that in Hong Kong, I never lose her. Not a lot of 6'1" blondes. Now, the one upside of all of these walkways is that every walkway leads to the national pastime of Hong Kong. And of course, the national pastime of Hong Kong is shopping. Every one of these walkways leads to a mall of some type. And when we say mall, we are not talking mini malls here. We are talking massive structures that go on and on and on and on and on. The biggest problem with all this shopping is they just don't seem to have any good designers. Across the way behind me, over there, that's Kowloon, and that is a shopping haven, baby. Mont Blanc, Dior, Tiffany, we're in the frickin' airport. Let's go inside, shall we? Did I mention it was 9 p.m. on a Sunday and it's still this busy? Behind me, you can see the ferry pulling out. We're about to get onto one of those ferries and we'll be going down the other side though.
The upper deck is more expensive than the lower deck, but Allie doesn't want to get splashed, so we're taking the upper class route.
She says that like there's a problem, like I should want to get splashed. And here we go down to the ferry. The Star Ferry, founded in 1888, takes over 70,000 passengers a day, or 28 million a year, back and forth across Victoria Harbor, from Hong Kong to Kowloon and back to Hong Kong. Kowloon is one of the 4 parts that make up the Hong Kong territory. The tip of the peninsula, which faces Hong Kong Island, is probably the best known part of Kowloon. It's one big melting pot of streets crawling with shops, tourists, and covered up under a spell of neon at night. And no visit to Kowloon is complete without walking the shops of Nathan Road. Another thing you'll see in Hong Kong that you won't see anywhere else is really famous people doing advertisements for mundane products. For example, George Clooney advertising for a cappuccino maker. George seems to like to make a lot of money in Hong Kong, not just coffee makers. Ah, George, you sellout.